Finding a nice, comfortable seated position. Either sit cross-legged or sit kneeling, sitting nice and tall. Closing the eyes, settling in into your body. Making sure your spine is nice and long and your head is above your shoulders are right above your hips. Hands on the thighs or the knees. And let's begin by taking a full breath in through the nose. Fill the belly, fill the ribs and the chest. And then open your mouth, exhale it all out, let it go. Full inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Out the mouth, let it go. Last one, a cleansing inhale using the medicine of your own breath. And then opening your mouth, exhale it all out, washing the body from the inside. Now we're going to do a pranayama breathing technique that is all going to be in and out through the nose. You're going to inhale to the belly for 2, and then you're going to continue the inhale to the ribs for 2, and then you're going to continue the inhale to the chest for 2. And then you're going to exhale through the nose from top to bottom, a long exhale for the count of 6. And I will guide you through all of it. The key is to make it sweet, to make it smooth, never forcing, never jamming. Let's begin. Inhale to the belly for 1, 2. Inhale to the ribs for 3, 4. Inhale to the chest for 5, 6. Exhale from top to bottom, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2 through the nose. Inhale belly, 1, 2, ribs, 3, 4, chest, 5, 6. Out the nose, exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale belly, 1, 2, ribs, 3, 4, chest, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Inhale belly, 1, 2, ribs, 3, 4, chest, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. Feel the space that you made. Feel the clarity you cultivated. And from here, blink the eyes open. And we're going to begin by doing some seated cat and cow here. Inhale, lift your chest up, roll the shoulders down the back, maybe look up. And on an exhale, you round the spine, you pull the navel in until your arms are straight. Inhale, lift the chest up, slide the shoulders down the back, open up the sternum. And on an exhale, you dome the spine. You feel your shoulder blades kind of spread across your back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round it in. We're just lubricating the spine. We're waking up the body. Go ahead and do a few more on your own, linking the breath with the movement. And then finish your last round. Come back to a neutral spine, an upright position. And rest your left hand by your side on the mat. And maybe you reach the fingertips a little bit further out. And then just gently place your right ear next to your right shoulder. Maybe your chin touches your collarbone. And just open up the side of the neck. You're breathing into that vagus nerve, which really governs the autonomic nervous system. That is really everything that happens automatically in your body, like your breathing and your heart rate. And it's right there. It starts right underneath your left ear, and it moves kind of across the side of the neck, all the way down to the shoulder. So really, we're just activating it, optimizing the heart rate variable. Slowly bring your head back to center, release the left hand back on the left knee. We do the same thing on the other side, right hand by your side, and then slowly tilt your head to the left. This time you're opening up the right side of the neck. Maybe you bring your left chin to your left collarbone, get a little deeper of a stretch. Maybe you crawl the right fingertips a little bit further away from you. Make it easy. This is a yin practice. Less is more here. We go for time. We hold the poses a little longer. And so really it's time that opens up the body. So instead of going for the deepest version of the stretch, you want to find something sustainable. It's not too much, not too little, that will allow you to hold the pose as long as we need to hold it. And bring your head back to center, release your hand. Now slowly just roll your neck in a clockwise position, focusing just on one direction for now. We're going to switch in a little bit. And try not to throw your head all the way back when you lift the head. We don't want to crank the neck. The head is heavy. And just slowly, easy does it. And go ahead and switch the direction of your circle. Bring your head back to center. And now we're going to do spinal circles. You're going to bring your right shoulder to your left knee. And then swing your chest forward and all the way to opposite shoulder, opposite knee. And then round the spine, pull the belly in, and keep going. Inhaling forward. Exhaling, you dome the spine. You pull your chest back. Really, you're waking up that synovial fluid to lubricate the spine through every vertebra. And that's really the only way that the spine and the vertebrae receive those nutrients. It's like oiling up a machine. So then you bend instead of breaking, not only in a physical way when you're doing the postures, but also in an emotional and mental way. When life throws you challenges, you learn how to be flexible. You learn how to go with the flow. Your mind remembers these movements. Go ahead and switch the direction of your circle, opposite way. Taking your time, unhurried, unrushed. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be. You're exactly where you need to be. And slowly finish your last round and come back to a neutral spine, upright position. Take a full breath in through the nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Let's lie down on our mat. So you're going to come to a lying down position and go ahead and grab your strap or your towel or t-shirt on your way down there. And what you're going to do, you're going to hug your knees to your chest first. Give yourself a squeeze. Massage the lower back, the kidney band. Maybe you shake the head a little side to side. You're going to keep your left knee bent and the sole of the left foot flat on the mat, and you're going to hug and squeeze your right knee into your chest. Just here for a beat. And then grab your strap or your towel and wrap it around the sole of the right foot and straighten the foot up to the sky. If you need to bend the knee and straighten the leg a few times, especially if that right hamstring is tight, especially if you're practicing early in the morning like me, the body tends to be still stiff. So we get the blood to flow in the leg. And then when you feel a little bit more open, just hold it. Breathe into the back of the right leg. And that left knee can stay bent the whole time, or option to straighten the leg all the way down. It's up to you. If you have a tender lower back, it's helpful to keep that left knee bent so you feel extra support, extra stability. Always modifying, always taking care of yourself. That's the goal of these practices, these mindfulness practices like yoga and meditation. Really, the purpose is not to get you into the full expression of the pose. It's not really to seek perfection. We live in a culture and a society that's very image-based, especially with social media these days. This is not about posing and posting a picture and showing everybody how flexible you are. This is really about self-care. This is really about longevity and healing. You want to optimize your body and take care of it so it sustains you for the long run until you're 100 and plus years old. You live a healthy and happy life. That's what it's really about. Let the breath wash the right hamstring, just kind of flowing up and down the leg, doing its thing. There's wisdom in the body. The body knows what it needs and it knows what it doesn't need. And give it one last pull here. See if you can stretch the leg maybe a little bit more. And from here, you're going to grab your strap or your towel with your right hand, and you're going to just extend your left hand by your side, or you can place it on that left hip for stability as well. Spin your right toes a little bit to like the right corner of your mat. So your hip is now in an external rotation. And then slowly begin to send that right leg all the way to the right until your body tells you this is it. Stop right here. So really let your body kind of tell you where to go. The key is kind of to keep that left hip anchored down. So the left hip is going to let you know when you went too far. So try not to kind of compromise the integrity of proper alignment to get like further out into the stretch. That's really how people get hurt. You want to practice from a place of wisdom, not a place of ego. So really, the goal here is to keep both of your hips anchored, and you just get a little bit of a stretch in the inner right thigh here. Again, that left leg can also be straight all the way down. Your choice, depending on the health of your lower back. Once you find your alignment and you find your pose, maybe close your eyes and come back to that breath. Breathing in, you're breathing in. Breathing out, you're breathing out. Relax your jaw and your tongue. Soften your face muscles and your eyes. Now slowly bring the leg all the way back up to face the sky. Give it one last pull here. See if you can open up the hamstring a little bit more. And now you're going to switch hands. You're going to grab the strap with your left hand and you're going to extend your right arm by your side. Take a moment here. Spin your right toes now to face the left upper corner of your mat. So now the head of the femur is in an internal rotation. And it's just subtle. And slowly begin to move the leg across the body and all the way to the left. And it could be just a little bit. Again, keeping that right hip down as much as you can. Maybe you look to the right a little bit. So now the hip and the leg are in an internal rotation. It was neutral when we started. We brought it into an external rotation. And now we counter it with an internal rotation. Both of your shoulders are down on the mat. Feeling grounded, feeling supported. Maybe with time, the leg slowly descends down into the earth. Maybe just a few inches, just taking your time. Again, this is not about aesthetics. It's not about how it looks. It's really about how you feel. So if it feels good, you're doing it right. Come back to the breath. Give it one last pull here. And slowly bring the head all the way back. Sole of the foot facing the sky. Maybe you pull that strap a little bit more. Just one last final stretch. And slowly bend that right knee. Remove the strap by your side. Straighten the right leg right there next to the left leg. Come into a shavasana for a moment. And notice. Notice the difference between the right leg and the left leg. Feel the space you made. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. And slowly begin to bend the right knee, sole of the right foot flat on the mat. Hug your left knee in. Give it one squeeze here. Take your strap or your towel or t-shirt. Wrap it around the sole of the left foot. Straighten that left leg up to the sky. Maybe if you want to bend and straighten the leg like we did in the right leg, do that a few times. Then when you're ready, just keep the leg straight. You're curling your left toes towards your feet, towards your face, not your feet. That's fine. Finding that quiet place inside of you. For some people, these slow practices can be very confronting and can even be more challenging than the high-paced vinyasa and power classes. Because, those classes, those invigorating, fast-paced classes, they kind of resemble the way we live our lives. Go, go, go from one thing to another. Very few moments to kind of pause and reflect. And so if your mind is not trained to take a moment to realign, then that can be challenging. This practice is also a good introduction to meditation if you're not already meditating. So really, find that quiet place inside of you. And that place that maybe you fear, really has the answers. Joseph Campbell famously said, he said, "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasures that you seek." And so there's this knowingness, there's this place where everything is understood and it has the answers to all of your problems. And it's right there inside of you. And you can only access it when you still the mind, when you slow things down. See if you can pull that leg a little bit closer to your chest. And then grab the strap with your left hand, extending your right arm by your side. Spin your toes to face the upper left corner of your mat. So now your hip is in an external rotation. And slowly straighten the leg all the way to the left until your body tells you stop right there. Again, that right knee can stay bent, or maybe you choose to straighten the leg. That's completely up to you. Making sure that the shoulders are supported by the earth underneath you. This practice is really low impact, meaning it's very gentle on your knees. It's gentle on your spine, which is so, so important. You can't just be jamming your joints and jamming your vertebrae and compressing the spine. It's really important to give the joints a little bit of a break, and you're still getting the benefits. You're still getting the stretches, you're still oxygenating the blood and getting that blood flow to go to those stagnant, stuck areas. You're getting the synovial fluid to lubricate the joints. So much is happening right now. And slowly pull the leg back up to center. Again, taking a moment here in neutral, breathing towards the back of that left leg. If that right knee is bent, you can straighten it now. And you can switch hands. So now you hold the wrist with the right hand and extend the left arm by your side. Go ahead and spin your toes first to the upper right corner of your mat. Bring the hip into an internal rotation and cross the leg across the body all the way to the right. Now you're getting into that IT band, the outer edge of that left leg. Keeping that left shoulder heavy, anchored, supported. And coming back home to your own breath. Just a few more breaths here. And slowly bring your leg all the way back to face the sky. And give it one last pull here. And bend the left knee and release the strap. And straighten the left leg next to the right leg, finding that Shavasana for a moment and feel it. Feel the space that you made. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. Bend both knees into your chest, hug your knees into your chest, rock a little side to side. And begin to rock yourself back and forth, so up and down the spine. Do a few rocks, really massage that spine. And then find your way up into a cross-legged seated position. And from here, bring both knees to face the sky, soles of the feet flat. You're going to take, let me do it with this one. You're going to take your left hand on top of your left ankle and swing the left ankle next to your left hip. And then straighten that right leg. Now pull the left ankle all the way to the left, so your left knee is open and your inner thighs are in a 90-degree angle. And you're kind of in a diagonal, your chest is in a diagonal space right between your thighs. If this is too intense, and it can be, what you can do is you can sit on a block. You can even sit on 2 blocks, and it really helps to elevate the hips. So please take care of yourself. Option 1, you're just going to stay here in an upright position, and there's a lot happening in the left leg here. You're getting into the left quad, you're stretching the knee, you're stretching the left shin, and even the top of the left foot. For those of you who want maybe a little bit more of sensation, lift your arms up, take a full breath. On an exhale, fold, and maybe it's just a little bit. Breathe. And if you're really feeling this, that just means that those areas in your body are really crying for help, crying for attention. And this is the best thing that you can do for your body. It's just that those places are probably atrophied because there's not enough blood flow and synovial fluid. So guess what? You need this more than anyone else. And this is the best thing that you can do to counter that. The best thing that you can do. This is the best medicine. So just breathe into it, remembering that what you resist persists, and what you embrace, you move through with grace. So can you maybe soften into it? Can you send the breath like medicine? Send it where it needs to go. Maybe the body slowly begins to open up and soften, and you can crawl your fingertips just a few inches further out and away from your chest, getting deeper into that stretch. Sometimes you feel the body kind of just melt into the pose, and it's ready to receive. That's the beauty of strengthening that relationship that you have with your body. You begin to understand the body's language. You give it time, you let it open up when it's ready. You wait for that permission. You stop when you know when to stop. Just a few more breaths here. See if you need to soften something. Maybe the face muscles tensed up a little bit. Take one last full breath in and a full breath out, signaling to the body that it's time to transition. Slowly begin to walk the hands in towards your chest. If you fold it for a little bit, coming back to that upright position, placing your left hand on your left ankle, and just slowly hug your left knee all the way to touch your right knee. So you're in a half hero pose. Option one, you stay right here. Again, if you want to sit on a block, it could be very helpful for you, or a pillow or a stack of books work just as fine. I don't want you to feel like that you can't practice if you don't have props. You can get creative. Option two, maybe you lean back onto your elbows. If you have that flexibility, again, listening to your body and what it needs. If it's too much, then just come back to an upright position. And for some of us, maybe you lie all the way down on your back. So if the knee begins to lift off the mat, that's a sign that you went too far. Really feeling that stretch in the left quad, the psoas right there, where the upper thighs kind of meet the torso. A lot of stress can be stored there. It's actually been linked to people who have depression tend to have a tighter psoas. And so this posture is so healing. Breathing into the front side of the body. Easing your way into it. So really, it's the breath that opens up the body. It's time that opens up the body. If you're lying down, maybe you lift your arms up and you grab opposite elbows, you frame the head. So you get a nice openness in the chest as well. This is a deep stretch class. You're witnessing the release of stress from your body. When we stress, the body tenses up. And when we stretch, the body releases that stress. You're creating space for new information, for new inspiration, for new thought patterns, for new emotional qualities to flow in. If you're on your back, slowly tuck your chin into your chest, press onto your elbows, and slowly bring yourself up. You're going to lean to your right leg, and you're just going to release that left leg. And if you're feeling it like I am, it's very, very normal. Just take a moment here. Maybe you shimmy the legs a little bit. Just get the blood to flow back into that left leg. And so we opened the inner side of the leg, the outer side of the leg, the back of the leg, and now we open the top of the leg. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Bend both knees, soles of the feet flat on the mat. You take your right hand, you grab the top of the right ankle, and you just swing that right ankle next to your right hip. Straighten that left leg out in front of you. Make sure that you're in an upright position here. I'm going to spin to face you, and you're just going to open. You're going to open that right knee all the way to the right. So now the inner thighs are in a 90-degree angle. You can stay right here in an upright position, or maybe you circle the arms up, take a full breath in, and you fold just a little bit. Again, coming back to that invitation. It's an invitation. You're inviting your body. You're not forcing it. And the way you treat your body, the way you treat yourself, the way you love yourself, the way you take care of yourself is the way how you treat other people. You train other people how to treat you. You show them. You're kind of setting the tone. This is how I treat myself. So then they begin to treat you the same way. And the irony is, the stronger your relationship with yourself and the more you love yourself, the less that you care how other people see you or what their opinion of you is. And so really, everything that you need exists inside of you. It starts right here, in this moment, in this posture, one breath at a time, one pose at a time, and one transition at a time. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Slowly walking the hands back in, coming into that upright position. And just hugging that left knee next to the right knee. And so just bringing the inner thighs together to connect. Maybe you stay upright here. Maybe you begin to lean back onto your elbow. Maybe you lean all the way back, half hero pose. Maybe you reach the arms and you grab opposite elbows. So many variations. It's not just one size fits all. And it should never be this way. One person's medicine is another person's poison. We all have different anatomies, different bone structures, different history, different heritage. And it all belongs. There's no right or wrong. If you're on your back, slowly unravel your arms, tuck your chin into your chest. Come onto your elbows, take your time, never rush it. Slowly coming into that upright position, lean onto the left hip and swing that right leg out in front of you. Shimmy the legs, get the blood to flow back into your body. And from here, grab your two blocks. And you're going to place them behind you like a letter T. So one block is going to be at the medium height, aligned vertically with your spine. And one block is going to be at the highest height, kind of like a letter T, right there to use as a pillow for the back of your head. So this is how it's going to look. You're going to lie down, making sure that that block is right between your shoulder blades, your upper back, your thoracic spine. And the high block is going to be at the nape of your neck, where your neck or the end of your skull meets your neck. You're going to use it like a pillow. Make adjustments until it really feels right in your body. Tuck the shoulder blades a little bit so the chest puffs open. And then spread your arms wide. And if you're feeling tenderness on the lower back and with the legs straight is too much for you, you can always bend the knees and bring the soles of the feet together. You can also bring the soles of the feet together and open up the knees wide. But we already did a lot in the inner thighs today, so maybe you just straighten the legs and you take it easy. And you just open up the upper back. Maybe you shake the head a little side to side, massaging the back of the neck. Should feel pretty sweet. And this pose, this posture is so, so healing for the spine. Especially if you're sitting in a desk all day, hunched over a computer. What happens is that the ribs kind of press into the lungs when you're folded forward, when you're hunched forward. And then there's not enough oxygen to flow through the lungs. And so this is the opposite of that. The ribs are now lifted. And so there's more space, more rooms for the lungs to kind of balloon up like a jellyfish when you breathe in. So there's more oxygen flow, more blood flow to go into your brain, into the entire body, which increases your energy level. And just optimize your whole wellness and well-being. So see if you can breathe into the lungs. And feel the lungs receive the breath with joy. That really every breath you're extending your lifespan. That research has shown that the animals that breathe the slowest and the deepest, like elephants and turtles, they live longer. And the animals that breathe really rapidly and that short and shallow breath, like rabbits, like dogs, unfortunately, they have a shorter lifespan. So you're literally adding time to your life when you slow down the breath and you deepen your lung capacity. From here, slowly tuck your chin to your chest and come onto your elbows. And remove those blocks. And keep one block handy next to you. Slowly recline all the way down onto your back for a moment. Let the body kind of readjust. Feel that tender spot where the block was between your shoulder blades. And from here, you're going to grab your block and you're going to place it at the lowest height or at the medium height, right underneath your sacrum, knees bent, feet flat, arms by your side. And maybe you straighten your legs today. And if this is too intense for you, you can keep one knee bent and one leg straight, and you switch one leg at a time. And so in the previous pose, we were opening up the upper back. And now we're opening up the lower back. You're also getting a nice release in the front side of the body, all the connective tissues, and really the connective tissues is this sheath, this layer that is aligned from the inside of your skin, and it spreads across the skin. And the skin is the largest organ in your body. And these connective tissues, they need to be lubricated, they need to be flexible, so it increases your mobility and your full range of motion. And it's actually a very excellent, this practice is an excellent complement for those of you who do the high intensity workouts, if you're lifting weight or doing resistance training or running. But these kind of practices are very healing, and they allow you to perform better in those high intensity workouts. And if you're doing one knee bent and one knee straight, this would be a good time for you to switch legs. Begin to signal to the body that a shift is going to occur. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. Bend both knees, feet flat on the mat. Tuck your tailbone a little bit. You're going to keep the block where it is. And you're just going to straighten one leg at a time to face the sky. And this should also be a sweet counter pose for the spine. You feel that lumbar spine kind of straightening up. And you feel that pressure in the mid-back, pressing on the surface beneath you. So we opened up the upper back, the lower back, and now we're touching into the mid back. And begin to deepen your breath, taking a full breath in and a long breath out. Bending your knees, feet flat on the mat. Lift your hips just a tiny inch off the mat to remove the block from underneath you. And slowly, one vertebra at a time, lower your hips down into the mat and keep the knees together, knees bent. Open up your feet maybe a little wider, coming into a reclining TP pose. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Just that connection with yourself, that reminder that I am here, right now, fully present, tending to myself. And slowly hug your knees into your chest and wrap your right thigh over the left thigh. So thigh on thigh, as if you're a lady sitting cross-legged on a chair. Grab a block if you need one and place it right there, next to your left hip, and extend your right arm by your side. Drop the sole of the left foot down into the mat first. Send your hips a little to the right and slowly bring the knees to the left, and then maybe you grab that block and you just use it underneath your knee for support, only if you need to. Sometimes these deep, deep twists can be too much on the spine. Right shoulder heavy. Maybe you bend the right elbow and you breathe into every vertebra of your spine. So we move the body in all the ways that nature intended it to, leaving nothing untouched. And notice the quality of your day when you finish this practice. Notice those days when you practice, how different they are from the days when you don't. The quality of your life experience, the decisions that you make, the words that you say. You're priming your body, you're priming your mind, creating spaciousness, expanding your consciousness, optimizing your body. So many benefits. And from here, slowly hug your knees back into your chest. Unravel yourself. And we just do the same thing on the other side. Left arm by your side. Cross the knees across the body all the way to the right. Just melting into the pose. Less effort is more. Maybe you bend that left elbow and you cactus your arm. It's just a deeper stretch. If it's too intense, you can just straighten the arm again. Give it one last squeeze here. And slowly unravel your legs. Hug your knees into your chest. Give everything one last squeeze. And Shavasana, straighten the arms, straighten the legs by your side. Final resting pose. Take a soft inhale through the nose. And a soft exhale through the mouth. And allow your next inhale to be a little bit more full. And the exhale a little bit longer. Wiggling the toes and moving the fingertips. Just moving the head a little side to side. Reaching your arms up and over your head, stretching the body from head to toe one last time. Hugging your knees into your chest. And gently roll on to one side into a fetal position. And slowly guide yourself up into an easy, comfortable seat. Floating your palms together to connect, sealing your practice, bowing your chin to your chest. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you be at peace. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. Much love, much gratitude to you. Take care of yourself. And I will see you next Thursday for our weekly Yin Yoga Destress and Deep Stretch. Take care of yourself. And I'm going to come here to chat with you on Insight Timer. And I'm going to end the stream here for you too. Bye, everybody.